Hey guys, my name is Ryan and welcome to Overwatch Central. We have the new Symmetra, we have the new Horizon on the PTR currently. So we're going to go over that. There's tons more stuff in here such as endorsements, looking for groups, those kind of areas. But right now I just want to highlight I think the things that people are most excited for. Fortunately we don't have any bots to show stuff on, but we'll go over the primary fight. It no longer locks on. We can go into the practice range in a second to actually test out the damage ramp up, but it is just basically a nice straightforward thing. Right clicks a lot faster, does a lot more damage, and explodes basically on impact. It goes through shields, but it's not like before, like a Reinhardt's Fire Strike where it would pass through multiple people. It will hit the first person and then explode and do a little bit of like a concussive blast damage, like Junkrat, so it's going to boot people around. So you have the left, you have the right. All pretty straightforward stuff. The sentries has changed. We've highlighted this in videos before. It now travels, it latches onto stuff, and then starts to latch onto stuff nearby. I don't think they can be destroyed in the air. I'm sure we'll do like a myth testing as well. If anybody has any questions that they want answering about new Symmetra, by all means do let us know in the comments below, and we'll be sure to test this out like tomorrow or whatever. It's a bit late now, but you throw these out, you can see it's pretty much the same amount of time that you can regain these back, but it's free at a time. The other ones get upset. Now, this is one that I don't understand. The new teleporter is no longer an ultimate, it's just an ability. So what you can do is you can pop it on high ground and stuff. But the issue that I'm having is actually trying to get through him. Like, I'm holding left click, I'm pressing E, I'm pressing all sorts of buttons to try and get it to work. It might be me being really stupid, but for 1 second, the teleporter is. If I'm, like, however you do it, do let us know in the comments if it's just really obvious that way. I just can't seem to deploy it and use it myself. I'm not sure whether that's just... You know, it's the PTR, so stuff may happen. Maybe I'm not able to use it myself, only my team can. I'm not 110% like sure at all, basically. So if you do know that, do let us know. But the main one I want to highlight, which is ridiculous, check this out for an ultimate. It lasts for 15 seconds. It has 5,000 health, and it's a nice big barrier that is unlimited in size. Goes through objects, goes through walls. It's pretty ridiculous. As ultimates go, I'd say it's pretty crazy if you want something to look at. But right now, I want to show you the rest of Horizon real quick. There's drastic changes on this map. I remember it being a little bit more severe, but the main sort of areas is this is pretty much the same. This high ground on here. It's more the usage of the left. So I don't believe there's a way to go through this way. But you can take the high ground and drop down here. There's no room here anymore that you can pass through. Oh no, there is, my bad. But you can't get through this way, so you have to go through and up across the high ground. So this is pretty good. Gives a bit more of attacking favor on this left-hand side than before. Everything else, I believe, the main majority of areas for Horizon is pretty much the same. I'd love to use the teleporters, but for some reason I just can't get them to work. It's weird. This is basically the same, other than a couple of columns to shut down some Widowmaker sightlines. This is a little bit different. Because the main problem, I suppose, if you have Reinhardt up here is that you have nowhere to sort of hold. So you can back up a little bit and have this area to drop onto the point. You also have this little bit of high ground too that's a little bit more accessible for a number of people. You've got some steps that can go through here to make your way onto the high ground. The area on the point is a little bit more closed in. It's not quite as open as before. A little bit higher ledges. It's not completely flat. But the spawn doors is a little bit different. You don't come out this way anymore. So you don't come out of the main sort of choke entrance, you have to sort of come in and around. So it means that defender spawn isn't quite as favoured as it was before. So that's everything to do with Horizon. There'll be other areas. Again, we'll do more of an extensive behind the scenes, well, not behind the scenes, but like looking a little bit deeper into stuff. I'll quickly show you the fine group settings if you want to check that out. EVA setting up a group. I unfortunately can't join for whatever reason, but create. You set it up for competitive. You want to have voice chat. You want to enforce the rules. Minimum endorsement level, so you have to be, you know, relatively have a reputation to an extent to make that work. I really want to highlight in another video, the main focus of this for me is Symmetra. Also, I do want to show you something that's really going to be cool, in case you don't know it. In the practice range, look at this. There's no attack or defense heroes. It's just all in one thing, and Symmetra has made their way across there. So this is the kind of like interaction between a right click of how it works. So it doesn't actually go through people like it did before. Maybe I can get to another person. Love to know the answer to the teleporters. If you're more than welcome to call me an idiot for sort of getting this, but this doesn't... Oh, it does pass through. Oh, no, it doesn't. Maybe it just did a weird interaction now. I'm not 110% sure. We're still working this out. This is still very new to us. I'm just sort of showing this in... Yeah, it doesn't pass through anymore, like the old one. And then the left click is a little bit more unforgiving when it comes to latching onto people. More so like Zarya's ticker on the left click there. Then you have the turrets, which I'll fire one over yonder. Kind of 90% sure that these can't be destroyed whilst they're in transit anymore. It used to be the case, but no longer at the moment. And you can see that it requires a little bit more tracking to actually take down targets. Pretty good though. Turn through people, la 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 la, you get the idea, and then I can put down a massive, ridiculous fuck-off shield to go across the whole of the map. How useful this is going to be, I don't know. It's ridiculous. It's Overwatch, that's for sure. And Symmetra is a little bit more viable and a bit more dynamic. Again, I don't know what's wrong with the teleporters. It might be a bug, might just be me being useless, but you can sort of see that I can't just hold left click. It just says teleport, like I'm holding E. I'm not sure what I want to be doing. Hold S, control, I don't know. Accept. Maybe it's in the settings. Let's have a quick check. I'm really excited to try these out though. Like get to some actual scrims to see how good this hero is. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything there. Pass them through. The usual. There's so much in this PTR update. There's Doomfist buffs too, which I will go over very quickly. The bonus movement for Meteor Strike, being able to move the actual strike to lay it down, has been increased by 50% to 200%. And you also get a little bit more shield from the best defense passive, so when you do damage. That kind of area. Symmetra has a lot of stuff. Horizon Lunar Colony obviously has been changed. And then some other areas too. But we'll be sure to do like a roundup tomorrow of everything that we may have missed in this video. It's very quick for obvious reasons, as you can imagine. But thanks for watching. I'm very excited to try these out myself. Let us know what you think in the comments below. And until next time, take care. We'll see you then.